I've clicked the button where we talk about all things with movies, sometimes TV shows, and video games. I'm Spencer, and I'm here with my good friend, Ninja C. Ninja, how are you?
I'm doing great, Spence. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I hear it's cold up there.
my door was frozen and my window was frozen today, so yeah.
Oh boy.
There you go.
What do they call it? The polar vortex, right?
The polar vortex. I think my favorite meme is Sub-Zero finishing off the northern west. I think Sub-Zero wins.
Yeah, that's a hell of a finish him.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories. A lot of people that I work with work over in Ohio, and they told me that one of the days it was with wind chill. It was negative 36 degrees.
Well, like in the north, it's the wind chill that gets you, just as the south, the humidity gets you. So.
That's weird because in Arizona we have neither.
Arizona is a weird vortex of its own.
Yeah. We have intense heat.
Twilight Zone. It's a Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are the only state that doesn't respect the daylight saving time. You're an odd. I think y'all have the Under the Dome, that TV series. I think you guys are. You've never left Arizona, have you? You're actually under a dome right now, aren't you?
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we never leave. We pretend we do. We say we're going to LA, and then we laugh, and then we just kind of sweat for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, no, just gets super, super hot, but it never... Because I've been to places that get humid, it never gets like that. So, yeah. I got Kingdom Hearts playing, by the way, while we're doing this. Just came out on Tuesday, so if you want to see what it looks like, I got it going. But yeah, super, super cold. You're saying that it was like freezing your windows shut?
Yeah, it was. I had to give a good jostle on the door.
A good jimmying?
Yeah, good jimmying.
Did you look like you were trying to break into your own car?
Could be from a third perspective. It could have been. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving the memes though. The Chicago is probably its worst, but it is called the Windy City. Oh man.
With the wind chill, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's I don't know why people live at these places.
God, what's Canada? Is Canada affected? Is Canada, our brothers to the north, are they affected by this wind chill?
I think it's actually warmer up there. I think they have. I think they have a wall. I think they have an invisible. They have a. They're like Wakanda. They have like an invisible technology wall, and they're not sharing with us right now.
I thought you were making a Trump joke.
No, it's probably powered by maple syrup or something. You know.
Yeah.
I have no idea about Canada. Well,
I've never been.
Whatever South Park has taught me.
I've never been to Canada. I want to. Well, we got a packed show today. We got a quiz for you. It won't be as brutal as the last one, the January one. This one's more focused on Valentine's Day, and it seems pretty cute, so I think we'll be all right. Yeah,
it is up and coming. So
I've got a lot
overpriced flowers here.
Yeah, right.
Can we get a sponsor for that?
Let me call Viagra and see if they want to hook me up. We got some video game news. Some drama between Steam and Epic. We knew that was going to happen because they opened up their own store. Just didn't think it would happen this soon. So here we go on that. But before that, as always, and unfortunately I don't have any, but we have movies. So it's all going to be you today on the movie front.
So you're saying you're dry from the well.
Yeah.
And that's okay, man. You're going to pick it up in the gaming department. All right.
Start us off.
Well, if you're ready, you want to bring up. I'm gonna start with Swamp Thing.
Got it going.
There is a sequel to this, but I'm not covering that one. This is the 1982 one, by a little-known director, Wes Craven.
He did Scream.
Yeah, he did the Scream. Also, the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
See, I'm such a loser. I don't watch the Nightmare.
Yeah,
I just watch Scream.
I don't know for a fact which one has more, the Jason, the Freddy. I know they did cross paths at some time during the 2000s, so it was late 90s. But I don't know. Look it up, guys. You got smartphones.
Yeah, use your tools.
Yeah. Yeah. So Swamp Thing is PG. I think this is before and I'm gonna cover this. I keep saying it. I'm gonna cover it in one of the podcasts, but I think this is before they even had PG-13. So they had PG or R, and it's PG an hour and 31 minutes. So yeah, it was
Perfect.
That sweet spot back in the
Perfect length, baby.
Horror and sci-fi. Well, horror because Wes Craven is almost every movie he has is horror.
Yeah.
And February 1982. So I looked at some old footage. Siskel and Ebert actually really liked this movie, so that was really interesting to see the archives of that. I think I had seen it on cable as a kid. I barely remembered it, but I want to revisit it. It is based on a comic series, and later they had action figures and a really crappy NES game. But I mean, a lot of those games are
really crappy NES game. Just names like 95% of the NES games.
Yeah, there's probably like 80 YouTube channels that cover it. I mean, go see Angry Video Game Nerd. I think he's covered it. Go see James. But yeah, I really didn't have any nostalgia love for it, so it really did date pretty badly. The effects are really. So
wait, Ninja, before we get into that, what is this movie? What's
okay? So you assume it's IMDb doesn't give me a lot, but I'll try to phrase it as best as I can. After a violent incident with a special chemical, a research scientist is turned into a swamp plant monster. So yeah, it's basically as a scientist, he's trying to make the world better because he's a scientist, right? Yeah. And he increases this glowing green chemical. These guys are sabotaging. They want to steal a secret. The typical 80s bad guy wants to take over the world or sell it for the highest bidder.
What does he want to do? What does he want to do with the world? You know what's funny about this? I'm looking at this picture, and they always do this. He's clearly made of swamp crap. Just things from the swamp, but he still has all of his musculature. Like he's got freaking biceps, triceps. He's got.
Hey man, they got a what is it, 5-star or 24/7 fitness over the gym in the bayou.
We'll work it out underwater. Yeah, you'd make gains.
A lot of resistance, man. A lot of resistance. He's eating. He's vegetarian. He's eating good.
Yeah, he's eating right. He's getting his protein.
Man, we should all strive to be Swamp Thing.
Because does he eat people?
No, I don't think he eats people. I don't think he eats anything in the movie.
He never shows his diet.
No, he has a regenerative effect though. I don't know, man. The powers are very loose. Like it's just whatever fits the story.
Okay, so not a strong thing. I'm wondering what he eats to make those kinds of gains. Because look at he doesn't have a neck.
With all veggie diet, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just produces through photosynthesis. So
Oh shit!
Let us know.
Swamp Thing gets. Maybe that's the key.
Maybe that could be it.
What are the special effects like in a movie from 1982?
You can clearly tell it's a suit. It is a really clear that it is a suit. They're not trying to get too wet, so it weighs them down.
They could return it afterwards?
Everything's practical. This is before CG even thought about being CG. Yeah. Again, I have no reservations about this. It's just one of those movies that kind of dated pretty badly. I'd like to see a reimagine of this. It was really low budget at the time too. I want to say $2.5 million. Was that pretty low budget in the 80s?
Question for it: Wes Craven? That's a tiny budget. Wes Craven is. Like when I think of the Scream series, there's kind of a sense of humor to it. Did this have that in it?
It doesn't take itself too serious, but it's trying to be kind of spooky, Okay,
so it is going for the horror.
No,
vibe.
I think this is before the whole thing with. I don't know if you've seen it. The whole thing with Scream was because Wes Craven had did the horror before, so he was poking fun of himself at that point, and then because the horror was flooded already with so many horror movies, and it was just it was kind of a big deal to go about that and satirize that. but I don't really want to touch it on Scream too much. We want to save that probably for like the next Halloween.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the first one, so I can join you on that discussion.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's probably gonna be the better ones. I think there's quite a bit of them out there. There is a sequel to Swamp Thing. Yeah, it has Heather Locklear on it. I don't know if I can get a copy of that. It looks like it did a little bit better. Maybe we'll revisit it. We'll see if people are interested.
All right, so what's your score for Swamp Thing?
I would give it 4 out of 10 swamp gas.
Swamp gas.
Swamp gas smells.
I think it's less is good. Less is more on that score.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of the movies I wanted to see. Wanted to review for a while. It did not age well, so if you kind of like want to watch it for like best to worst effect, go ahead. Or I think you can get on Amazon Prime for probably a few bucks, or YouTube now. YouTube's starting to get a pretty big selection of movies. Yeah,
well, it has to do a lot. Like, you can get a lot of the older movies on YouTube because they run out of their copyright or whatever it is that movies have. So I used to go on a binge and just watch a lot of really old sci-fi movies because it's kind of fun. I mean, they're all terrible, but they're trying. You can respect that.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? Blue Thunder?
Blue Thunder, which is rated R. It's an hour and 49 minutes action crime drama in 1983. This one, notably, the main character is from Jaws. I don't know if you've seen that little movie about a shark.
Yeah.
Roy's
you got Roy Schneider, Warren
Schneider,
Oates.
yeah. I was wondering. Roy Schneider.
No, Roy Scheider. Sorry, I pronounced his name wrong.
And there is, I almost forget. He's so much younger than Malcolm McDowell is in here. So he's kind of the antagonist of it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
What the hell is Blue Thunder?
Okay, so let me explain here. So Blue Thunder is a specifically modified helicopter. That's why I like the helicopter part of it. Really.
He's just in it for the helicopters, folks.
Yeah, I'm just in it for the helicopters.
The whirly birds.
It is for it's for police work, but it's armed and designed to counter street insurgencies. Margaret wants to show that it will do, but have trained pilot Frank Murphy, which is the Jaws guy here, to fly and use it, allowing operate in the city. He's got Vietnam flashbacks. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. It's, let's see the tagline: flying the most lethal weapon ever made. The Blue Thunder special. It actually sounds like a early bird special at the local diner, by the way. At its fingertips, it's like basically like the Apache before they had the Apache, I guess, or something.
So I'm still confused. What is this movie about?
He's like a survey pilot. It's kind of ahead of his time. So this is before all this technology of cameras on every street and red light cameras and all that. He's like a surveillance helicopter pilot.
Okay.
And he's taking the rookie up and showing him around, and they just go and put spotlights on people and help out. And there's a peeping Tom scene in the movie. It was rated R, but it's a little hard to follow after a while. He basically just snaps. And
he's just a cop that snaps.
Yeah, well, he's not. I don't even think he's a cop. I think he's just a pilot that helps the cops out. Like, he just works for the police department. So yeah, which is kind of weird because the Jaws character, he kind of snaps too in Jaws too. So.
He just plays a good character on the edge.
Yeah, he's always on the edge. That's a great tagline too. And Malcolm McDowell, the Colonel's like always like egging him on and stuff like that. So that's probably the more interesting aspect of
the IMDb thing here says he's a test pilot for the experimental police helicopter, he learns the sinister implications of the new vehicle. Is there something going on there?
I think he just doesn't want it to fall into the wrong hands, and he's really jealous toward the colonel. He doesn't want him to pilot it, but yeah, I think it's a commentary of us being too surveillant to our privacy going before, you know, this is before the internet got big and privacy was more of an issue, and
okay.
surveillance. So that's a pretty cool cover art for it. Again, the helicopter looks really cool. I mean,
steals the show.
Yeah, the helicopter really steals the show. I wish the helicopter would just talk and be the actor, but
like a
yeah.
Knight Rider situation.
Yeah, like a Knight Rider. That's actually kind of what I went.
You went in hoping for Knight Rider.
Yeah, I think my expectations were definitely subverted, but yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't find it too entertaining. Again, another really dated movie because there's some jokes with some very dated references in it. So again, you know, this is the general theme. Movies can get dated if you don't film them right. So I mean, there's a phone booth in this scene. So yeah.
All right, what's your score for Blue Thunder?
I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10 experimental helicopters that I wish would talk like kid.
So you like Blue Thunder more than you like Swamp Thing?
Yeah, because at least it's got some eye candy. It's got some good explosions and little air combat.
Okay.
So, I mean, it has a higher production value. So.
All right. Next up is Room. This is a pretty recent one.
Yeah, it is, and
my boy Eric
won a lot of awards.
My boy Eric did not like this movie.
I put off seeing it for a while. I really didn't want to see the movie. I'm gonna try to make this as spoiler-free as possible because if you see the trailer, you're gonna run it actually. So just see it. All right, later. Okay.
You liked it?
It's an emotional movie, man. It is not a feel-good movie, but it's a good character study of people and.
Well, it's about a woman and her young son, and they're held captive in a room for a very, very long time. The boy doesn't really know a whole lot about the outside world, and then they get released, right? Yeah,
it's a very fish out of water. I mean, he thinks things are given to him through magic. He doesn't know that how the TV works. Again, just magic. Yeah, it's something, man.
Were you watching it with tears just streaming down your face?
Maybe.
Oh.
No, that guy had to be. It's terrible that a human being could trap another human being like that and basically treat them like an animal, man. So I really didn't even want to get into the real story about it. I assume it's a real story.
I mean, there's a couple stories that are kind of similar to this, but I'm sure it's just based on a true story, which means like 1% of the story is true.
Sometimes they, I think they combine like multiple stories together because I mean they still have to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
But man, it won up a lot of awards. 105 wins, 137 nominations. It won an Oscar. Holy crap! So. Yeah, I would definitely see it just for the right that you did see it. So,
what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 magic boxes.
All right, it's no Die Hard. I'm holding you to that 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 seems very low for Die Hard, considering how much I know you like it. So I'm just
it's gonna be like pulling teeth.
I'm holding it over you. All right, now you wanted to talk about, those are your main reviews, but you want to talk about a couple movies in a lead up to a movie you're going to see. And anybody
Split.
watching knows what we're going to talk about now.
Yeah, little known director M. Night Shyamalan, which has his success, his ups and downs, and his failures.
Mostly downs.
Lately, yeah.
Well, no, lately up.
What do you think? What do you think about his high note, like his low notes and his high notes? How about you expand on that stuff? Doing most of that.
Spencer don't know much. I've seen, I have not seen many M. Night Shyamalan movies. I've seen The Sixth Sense, really liked it, and then I saw Signs, and I liked it up until like the last. I guess the ending, I guess. Let's just say that. The ending was really dumb and kind of killed that movie for me. And I haven't wanted to see any of the other movies because apparently they're all pretty bad. What's up, Merrick? How's it going? Yeah, apparently they're not very good. I haven't seen them, so I guess I can't judge, but they just sounded horrible. And I know the spoilers for most of them, so. I haven't seen any of the new movies. So I haven't seen Unbreakable. Oh, Unbreakable's 2000, but I haven't seen the Split. Of course, I haven't seen the other one that just came out.
Yeah, that one was it had a smaller gap in between. Unbreakable and Split have a 16-year gap. Wow, almost 2 decades there.
Murica's apparently his name is Mirik, like meerkat. Well, then why do you use a U? He's probably from another country. Anyway, go on.
So Unbreakable is the beginning of where it starts out with Bruce Willis being the main character here. All right.
You nailed it. That's Unbreakable.
That's Unbreakable in a nutshell. See you next week.
It's got a main character, and it's Bruce Willis, baby.
Look at the IMDb. A man learned something extraordinary about himself after a devastating accident. So he's a lone survivor. I'm going to do spoilers because this means 16 years, guys.
Yeah.
A man learned something extraordinary about himself. So he's in a train accident. He's the only survivor. Doesn't have a scratch on him. Makes him be very reflective of not getting sick as a kid. Starts piecing things together. He has this almost sixth sense about things.
How dare you?
This is a security guard. I'm pretty sure Shyamalan was right on the nose on that one anyway. Yeah, it's got Samuel Jackson playing the opposite, which he's a wheelchair-bound comic collector. I think he owns a comic store and like high-end comic art. He's easily broken. He's like broken his bones hundreds of times, so he's like glass. Yeah, it's an interesting movie at the time it came out. I like to revisit it. It did date pretty well. It's not really a huge special effects driven movie.
Yeah, it's more of like,
good.
But it is still like a superhero movie, right? Like it's supposed to tie into that world.
Yeah, it's the beginning. It's like the origin story of this. I guess it's gonna be trilogy. I don't know if there's gonna be more movies after Glass, but yeah, it's a strong Bruce Willis performance coming off Sixth Sense. I think Sixth Sense was one of his more popular movies. As long as you didn't know the twist, it kind of runs it.
I don't think so. I think it's still good, even with knowing the twist. I've seen it both times.
Yeah. But I mean, Shyamalan, that's his whole thing, is the twist. I mean, there's tons of videos about that. But yeah. And what was it? Haley Joel Osment. Yeah, it could be rewatched. He was a pretty good actor at the time, too.
And you said we're not reviewing these, though. You just wanted to talk about them?
Yeah, it just leads up to it. So I'm going to go on to Split, which is 2016. So not that long ago. Just FYI, both movies PG-13. Yeah, all of them are actually. This doesn't have Bruce Willis at all in it. James McAvoy is the main character. There's quite a few other actors and stuff, but it's really a performance. He's let me see how many characters he has. 23 distinct personalities, man. So 23 different performances that he gives in the movie. So he basically abducts some girls from a parking lot, and
one second, real quick, Mirik. I did stream on Twitch a long time ago. Why is it better? I don't know. Kind of iffy on it. Anyway, go ahead. Keep going, Ninja.
But okay, so he abducts some girls. You don't really know the location until later on. He's just in and out these different personalities. He has this one called like the Beast, where he physically becomes stronger and almost impervious. So that's kind of his superpower. So yeah, that's about it. You don't have Bruce Willis or Samuel L. Jackson in it, so it's kind of a standalone movie in that sense.
But doesn't the ending have some big, like that's how it became the tie-in to the other one?
Well, yeah, I mean, Glass is gonna bring it all together. It's honestly, it's been a little while since I've seen this movie.
Oh, Merrick, yeah, I remember you, Merrick. Good to see you again. Anyway, okay. So you're gonna
watch it for the performance and stuff. It did really well.
Are you gonna be? You're gonna be seeing Glass and reviewing it next episode? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do that for the viewers out there if they are interested in that reviews. But we're taking suggestions. Looks like it's gonna be still playing. I think it came out pretty recent. I think it came out last week. So looks like it's getting pretty good score. I don't know about how much money it's made exactly yet.
Merrick says I look different, and he asked if I hit puberty. Dude, I'm 30 years old.
Hey man, some people are late bloomers. Yeah, it's making good money back.
That's good. I've heard mixed things about it. I already know the spoilers because I just don't care.
It didn't really have a big budget for this day and age. I'm looking at 20 million.
Yeah.
It made that an opening weekend, so people were hungry for the. I guess after
Split was so well received, I think it was immediate.
Well, yeah,
success.
because I mean, why? God, man, 16 years from Unbreakable. Unbreakable didn't make a ton of money, but yeah, I guess they greenlit it after Split did so well. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a little taste for when we do review the next movie, which will be next week. So tune in then.
You know some of it now too, so you can add to it.
All right, man. You ready for a quiz?
Oh yeah.
All right. Because I'm about to quiz you. Let me get some new music, some quiz
quiz
music.
Away.
Let's see. Let's do Happy Rock. All right. We got a Valentine's Day quiz. Let's see how good you are, Ninja.
Let's see if no prep and no study guide was sent to me.
Absolutely. I think it's 9 questions long. Are you ready?
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 1. In which country is it customary for women to give men chocolate on Valentine's Day? Japan, Canada, Switzerland, or Italy? Merrick, go ahead and answer the question. There's a little delay, so we'll know later.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in which country is it customary for women to give men chocolate on Valentine's Day? Japan, Canada, Switzerland, or Italy?
Is Italy? I'm gonna go with Italy too. I'm gonna phone a friend.
Incorrect. It's Japan. Women might be waiting for chocolate in
man.
America, but the tradition in Japan is for women to do the giving on Valentine's Day.
We both didn't get it. Wow.
They'll give chocolates to romantic interests, plus friends, family, and coworkers. The men return the favor a month later on White Day. Oh, can't have White Day in America. I assure you that. That wouldn't go over well. And this is, by the way, this is our Reader's Digest quiz, if you want to.
Oh, did we lose the Red Bull sponsorship?
Yeah. I don't think you could handle a gold level League of Legends quiz. All right. Number 2. The Bronx Zoo lets you name an animal after your lover on Valentine's Day. What is it? So what animal is it? A pigeon, a duck, a rat, or a cockroach?
Wow. Cockroach doesn't sound very romantic, so pigeon?
Question for you, Ninja, before I make that answer. Do any of those animals sound romantic to you?
No, not at all. I'm trying to think of the least get rid of the least romantic, man. Come on.
I mean, the pigeon is the rat of the sky. The duck is the nicest one. You're gonna go with pigeon?
Yeah, I'll go with pigeon. There's a lot. It's the Bronx.
Oh my god, you're not gonna believe it. The answer is cockroach.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
The Bronx Zoo will email you a certificate proving that you named a cockroach after your lover with its Name a Roach program. Shell out that $10 fee and rest easy knowing you have a gift that's sure to please.
Would it be $10 to kill a cockroach?
Yeah, I'd kill you one for free. I'll just go to McDonald's. All right, let's see the next question. You guys are both 0 for 2. What did the founder of Domino's give his future wife for their first Valentine's Day? That's a really dumb question, but here we go. Marbled brownies, a heart-shaped pizza, a Domino's gift card. That's what I'm going to give.
I really want it to be a Domino's gift card.
Or a chocolate-covered pizza. Romantic. Yeah. All right, so what did the founder of Domino's give his future wife for their first Valentine's Day? Marbled brownies, a heart-shaped pizza, a Domino's gift card, or a chocolate-covered pizza?
Chocolate-covered pizza, please.
Murik says heart-shaped pizza. You're saying chocolate-covered?
Yeah, it's probably going to be the heart-shaped.
It is the heart-shaped pizza.
My God, yeah.
Domino's founder Tom Monaghan met his wife while delivering pizza to a college dorm. On their second date, he gave his Valentine a heart-shaped pizza.
Wow, nothing says love like a heart-shaped pizza.
Murik is taking you to the cleaners right now, man.
I know.
Which movie was not released on Valentine's Day? Silence of the Lambs, A Good Day to Die Hard, Daredevil, or 50 Shades of Grey? You're the movie expert. Let's hear it. Don't you dare be Googling that.
Who's Googling what?
If I find out you're Googling anything, you're... Oh my god, you immediately get it. Alright, you got 3 seconds. Silence of the Lambs, A Good Day to Die Hard, Daredevil, or 50 Shades of Grey?
I know it's not a good day to die hard.
Alright, so that's your answer?
No, I'm saying it's the Shades movie or whatever.
50 Shades of Grey, okay. Murik says Silence of the Lambs. You were right with 50 Shades of Grey. I bet you cheated, but I don't know that for a fact.
No, that's not.
I can hear a little clicking.
Movie. I know. I reviewed the Die Hard movies. They
that's
usually come out in the summertime.
That's one out of the group. I could hear the little clicks, but I'm not. I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Wow.
50 Shades came out on February 13th. Presumably, single people made up most of the opening night audiences for the other 3. Cheater. Anyway, you're both 1 of 4. Number 5. How much do Americans spend on Valentine's Day? 10.5 million, 8.3 billion, 19.7 billion, or 40.2 billion?
Goodness gracious.
Those answers again. 10.5 million, 8.3 billion, 19.7 billion, or 40.2 billion?
I'm going to go with the first one. That's the only one that has million in it besides billion.
You're going with million? Murik? What do you got? 19.7 billion. He's saying he's going with the billion. I got to go with the billion too. I think it gets expensive, but you're going million? Murik was right. $19.7 billion.
Oh my god. Why do they spend so much money on one day?
Because my girlfriend will kill me if I don't. About 55% of Americans celebrate Valentine's Day. The National Retail Federation, what the hell is that, predicted the average consumer would spend $146.84 on flowers, candy, jewelry, and more in 2016 for a record-breaking total of $19.7 billion. You better pony up this month, Ninja.
I'm not keeping up with the Joneses because the Joneses are broke.
All right. Number 6. Which fast food chain offers tableside service on Valentine's Day? KFC, Burger King, Quiznos, or White Castle?
Oh man, I want it to be White Castle.
You're going with White Castle?
Can I go to White Castle if I get this right? This quiz? Can I get
I'll send you a gift card to White Castle.
Okay, thank you.
And a gift card to Domino's Pizza.
You keep your car for pizza. Actually, Domino's is a better road repair company than
the
pizza.
government. Yeah.
Have you seen it where they repair the streets? They patch up all the potholes.
Yeah, they did one next to my girlfriend's house.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Isn't it?
They're better than the government at fixing the roads.
All right, well, both of you went with White Castle. Let's see what the answer is. You guys are both correct.
There you go.
On Valentine's,
White Castle's classy.
they switch up its usual fast food vibe with hostess seating, table service, and a menu that includes shrimp nibblers and strawberry and cream waffles. Wow. Classing up the joint. All right. Number 7. When did conversation hearts get their start? 1866, 1912, 1956, or 1980? Well, they taste like they came from 1866. I wonder what the actual truth is.
Are you talking about those chalky hearts that have the sayings on
say
them?
like kiss me, love. This one says love.
Those were like antacid.
Basically. 1866, 1912, 1956, or 1980? Mirek says 1956. You guys gonna join up on that one too?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for extra bonus points and join up.
You guys are both wrong. It's 1866. I was right. Daniel.
I knew the one was too. It was too late.
Daniel Chase, brother of Necco founder Oliver Chase, made a machine to print sayings and food dye on the candy wafers, and the small motto hearts debuted in 1902. The original candies used to be bigger, making room year-round for phrases like "How long shall I have to wait?" They're like full sentences. Please be considerate, and please send a lock of your hair by return mail, which would definitely not fit on today's Text Me Sweethearts. That used to be huge.
It was huge.
Huge. All right, number 8. In Roman mythology, who is Cupid's mom? Psyche, Venus, Juno, or Luna? Cupid's mom, who is she? Psyche, Venus, Juno, or Luna?
I'm going with Venus.
Going with Venus? All right. Mirek is saying Venus.
Oh, okay.
You guys are both going Venus. You guys are like-minded, and you guys are both correct. That's right. Cupid is the son of Venus, the goddess of love, and Mercury, messenger of the gods. Psyche is Cupid's wife. Boom. All right, last question, number 9. Which president lost his first wife on Valentine's Day? We're ending on a downer. This is a bummer. John Tyler, Millard Fillmore, Theodore Roosevelt, or Woodrow Wilson? Which president lost his first wife on Valentine's Day? John Tyler, Millard Fillmore, Theodore Roosevelt, or Woodrow Wilson?
Say, what does Mirek say?
You're just waiting for Mirek. That's kind of cheating.
Yeah, that's it, man. I never had help before.
Because so, Mirek could be cheating on this one too.
Yeah. I actually was clicking on sharing the podcast.
He's not cheating because he guessed Millard Fillmore, so I gave you that because you're basically cheating anyway. And it's actually Theodore Roosevelt.
Wow, Teddy.
He lost his first wife.
Wow.
Her name was Alice Lee to the kidney illness Bright's disease on February 14th, 1884. The same day that his mother died of typhoid fever. Not a great day for Teddy Roosevelt.
Not a great day for Teddy, man.
No. Not a great day. Let's see how you did. 3 out of 9, man.
I'm not getting the equivalent to Cole. Merrick says he's not cheating, man.
That's a rough score, but I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully you did better than old Ninja here. For the ladies. All right, we got a couple little bits of video game news. Metro Exodus. Familiar with this game? It's coming out soon. They were releasing on PC, Murik, I think you did. Murik, sorry, I'm reading your name again. I think you did win, not by much, maybe 4 out of 5, 4 or 5. Anyway, yeah, Metro Exodus is coming out soon, but announced recently it's not coming out on Steam. If anybody pre-ordered it on Steam, they can still pick it up. Everybody else will have to go onto Epic's Epic Games Store, which is now a competition for Steam. Reasons for this, I'm assuming Epic wanted them to move over, but also obviously a pretty obvious one is that Epic has an 88-12 revenue split, meaning that Epic takes 12% of the money, whereas Steam takes 30%. Let me break down what they actually do. So Steam takes 30%, and if you sell over, and this thing says it, if you sell over $10 million, where is it? $10 million, then they give you 5% back. And if you sell over $50 million, they give you another 5% back. So they'll give that. They'll give Grand Theft Auto 20%. They'll take 20% instead of 30%. Everybody else, you're paying like the full amount. Epic's thing is 12%, but if you're using, where is it? The Unreal Engine. There's like a 5% royalty fee that they charge you, but they'll merge that with the 12%. So they're only taking 7%, even though they're also taking the 5%. So a lot of perks by selling it through the Epic Game Store. One weird thing though is people are not very happy with Metro. I don't understand why. I don't think that it costs you anything to get the Epic Store, so I don't really know the big deal. But people are review bombing Metro, giving it really bad reviews. Not by the actual game, but just because they're mad. So the reviews currently don't reflect the actual game. It just reflects the fact that they're angry at Deep Silver, really. They're also selling it for a lower price on Epic Game Store. It's only $50 as opposed to Steam's $60. See, this tells me this is cool because with Steam, they've kind of been unopposed for a long time. You know that. They've had like
giant, man.
They've had a couple like Green Man Gaming, right?
Yeah. Green Man's probably the next biggest competitor.
But they're a blip. And I mean.
And well, I'm gonna add to it. Yeah, you got Good Old Games, GOG, but they specialize in older games. Though,
yeah, so. Again, almost nothing compared to Steam is really everything. And Epic, so I'm really excited to see Epic jump in here because immediately, like right out of the gate, you're seeing a huge bit of competition. And look what we got out of it. A $50 game as opposed to $60.
Yeah, I mean, that's basic economics, supply and demand, and competition breeds lower prices.
Yeah, so this is really cool. I'm excited, man. Digital gaming I've been pushing for it for a long time, saying they could save money on it, and here is finally an example of how we can actually save money with digital gaming. And all we needed was a little bit of competition in there, you know? This is great.
Yeah, I mean, we have Coke and Pepsi, so.
We do now. We get our cocaine from different sources. I hear this game is pretty good. I tried to play one of them. I only played it for like 15 minutes. I'm not big on first-person shooters. But this should be interesting. I'm just more curious. I'm interested more on the market stuff, not necessarily how the game is, because I'm not big on first-person action games, I guess it would be. But another little bit of news tidbit, it's trending right now, so figured I'd bring it up, is Fortnite has a new dance emote they're doing. It's called the Boogie Down. It's a new dance thing. The only reason it matters is that to get it, you don't have to pay for it. All you have to do is sign up for two-way authentication. And that's so basically you log in and then it sends a little code to your phone or your email. You get to choose which, and then you're double verifying who you are. You said you're big on that, right?
Yes. Steam's been doing it for a while, and Blizzard's big on that too.
Do you find it to be more of a hassle to do that, or do you end up not caring eventually?
Usually don't care, but they do give some incentives. I think League did it a while back, and they did give an incentive for it. In this day and age of people trying to hack accounts, I think it's a good thing. So it's good that they have the option at least there. So it'd be an interesting social study to see what how many people sign up just for the free Boogie Down. Because again, I know nothing about Fortnite. This Fortnite, these kids these days. Get off my lawn.
The mere fact that it's called Boogie Down makes it seem very, very lame. I'm not gonna lie. But if that's what they want to do, and if they're successful at getting people to sign up for that, then that is awesome because security is a big deal. Some other brief news. I don't have a whole lot on it because I'm not really following it. A while ago, we did a little bit on Anthem. Well, they had their demo this weekend, and did not go very well.
Oh no!
Apparently, just crashed all the time, froze up. There's a couple other issues, but I didn't play it, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But all I can say is I called that several weeks ago. Oh, and apparently they've released some of the financials of how much things are going to cost, like real money. And some of the suits are going to be like $20 a pop for a $60 game.
Oh, okay. How does that make you feel?
If you want to know what my feelings are on this matter, you can look up the video about Anthem, or you can check out the podcast with it on it. I'm very clear on that.
Links are in the description.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Hit like.
Absolutely. I think it's great. Hey, Kingdom Hearts. Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts real quick. I'm playing it right now. I've got the video going in the corner. Let's expand it. Why not? Kingdom Hearts 3 just came out on Tuesday. It's obviously the sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, a series of games on the PS2 that came out like forever ago, and there's a billion little spin-offs of it. I wasn't a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. I found the controls really floaty and the characters really lame. And in playing Kingdom Hearts 3 for about 3 hours now, that has not changed. The controls are god-awful. I can't believe they would release this.
Are they as bad as Resident Evil, though? Or are they tank controls?
You mean classic Resident Evil?
Classic Resident Evil, thank you.
No, they're not as bad as that, but it's different. It's an action RPG, and the jump controls are super, super floaty. You move really, really quickly. I'm just watching right now. I'm watching Donald's feet disappear below the ground. This is on the PS4 version.
Wow, okay.
It is. I'm being very hard on it. I think it would have benefited me to have played the other ones more, to know what's going on in this crazy bonkers
It's a
story.
pretty popular series, and they have it. A lot of the games ended up being on the portable systems.
Yeah, they're looking for. Mickey's looking for somebody named Aqua. Mickey and some white-haired
Is it
boy
to
band guy.
refresh him? Some refreshing aqua?
Yeah, so he's looking for his Aquafina bottle or something. I don't know, but apparently she's trapped somewhere in the dark world. And Sora, Donald, and Goofy are all traversing the world, looking for trying to restore his strength because apparently he lost it.
I saw a commercial on this. Is there updated characters like Wreck-It Ralph and?
Yeah, this one's more focused on Pixar.
Okay.
Although the only place I've officially completed is Olympia, right? That's what do you call it? Hercules. So I've done that one.
Oh, Olympus?
I'm pretty sure that was Olympus. I'm pretty sure. I think I just named a place in Washington. I think it was James Woods though. I think they got him.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome because he was an awesome Hades.
Nice cameo,
yeah. So it was enjoyable, but also very childish. The series is very, very childish, which I should know, but I'm kind of.
Is that their audience?
Well, it seems like it, which is ironic
mean,
because the games came out so long ago. Everybody that played it has graduated high school and is through
Probably have
college.
mortgages and kids of their own. Or
Yeah. So it's weird that it's still such a childish thing, but
Mm.
you know what? If it works for them, great. The people that are playing now that played before, I can't fathom that they would enjoy this, but it's very likely they will.
I'm gonna let you on a little secret. We're talking about at work. Adults still go to Disney World and Disneyland.
I go there. I like it, but to really get into this game, I feel like you just have to be like a child.
Okay,
So,
what about so you saying the mechanics weren't very good? Do you need a
no,
platform? Are you gonna fall down because of the floaty jumps or what?
no, not so far. It's more the jumps are more just to get from point A to point B, and you don't usually die in between. At least so far, you don't. Um, let's see. It's the combat is pretty spammy so far. Just X X X X X.
So no
The
awesome combos like Chrono Trigger where you
there
strategically
are
have certain characters that combo.
there
off each
are.
other.
It hasn't been very strategic yet. But the magic system has not improved. It's still on the D-pad for some reason. What are they doing? This is my biggest problem.
You didn't give them any feedback. You didn't send them a strongly worded email.
No,
or
no.
playtest.
But
this?
everyone knows
Come on.
it. Everyone knows how bad the magic system is in this stupid series. You have to use the D-pad while you're using the two joysticks to run and move the camera. And you have to move the D-pad to tell it to use magic spells and items. I've
already sprained a thumb already.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts me to do it. But, that's how they made their stupid little game. So I just went for the full warrior build, I guess. And I'm just focusing on hitting things. Don't even worry about magic. And I think I'll like it a lot more like that.
So your advice is hit things.
Hit things with your key.
Magic no good.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're basically Conan the Barbarian. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, except
Play
thinner.
like Conan the Barbarian. He hated wizards and magic users, and he carried a big sword.
There you go.
And I'm pretty sure he did a lot of steroids too.
So this is again. I've
But
only
you're not
played.
advocating steroids, right?
I am advocating them, but
Okay.
I've only played for about 3 hours, so I don't want to be too harsh on it. Give me more time. I'll do an actual review. It has some saving graces. The summons, I guess you want to call them, or not really summons, but those big spells mimic Disneyland or Disney World rides. There's like a Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I'm doing one right now in the video. If you
Do they have a
people
Star
watching.
Wars one? Because I know that's really big news. The Star Wars is making that new area.
I don't know.
Disney that now owns Star Wars is making a Star Wars area. Then it's opening soon.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
I've been seeing some commercials and advertisements about that. So
I kind of want to go. I'm thinking about going to Disneyland, so I can play Kingdom Hearts there. No,
Yeah.
But some of those are kind of cool. Like what you just saw was pretty neat, and some of the bosses are huge and have a lot of cool effects that happen during it. But otherwise, this game is lacking so far.
So it's very God of War type scale, like huge bosses, or more like Shadow of the Colossus, where you're crawling
It's
up
so
them
funny
and
you
stuff.
mentioned that. There is some Shadow of the Colossus in it, which is weird.
That might be interesting though. I really like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Not
Interesting
exactly.
game.
Not saying one for one, but there's some of those elements there. But anyway, just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Ninja, got anything else for the people?
Just got a news alert that Overwatch got a new map from a friend. It is in It is a new Paris map.
Oh, is there Eiffel
So,
Tower?
you
Is the
know,
Eiffel Tower in it?
Yeah, it's just in time for Valentine's. So yeah, I know they're doing the lunar event. So also some sad news I just saw. Like to hit on this. Maybe even review some of the movies this guy's in. Dick Miller, kind of a legend in the 80s movies, died at 90 this week. He was in Gremlins, Terminators, The Burb. It's pretty much in any 80s movie, big or small part. He was the janitor in that cheesy mall movie I love with the security guard robots that go crazy. Chopping Mall, which Red Letter Media did a
Yeah, I remember that
review
one.
on. So yeah, it was.
Oh, bummer. Well,
So yeah,
he's 90 years old, you said,
he
right?
went out at 90, man. I think he was.
Yeah, he lived it.
I think he had a good life.
A good
So
run.
yeah, give it up to him. I have a copy of The Burbs. Maybe I'm gonna watch that later on. We got the Terminator, some good Gremlins, some good movies. So he has a legacy that he's passing on. So.
Oh, we end on a little grim note, but either way, we're honoring it. Thank you so much for joining me this week.
Oh yeah, anytime, bud.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week with some more exciting gaming news. Looks like we're going to be reviewing, hopefully, Glass. And hopefully I'll play through Kingdom Hearts enough till my eyes bleed that I can review that. Probably won't, though. All right, I'm Spencer. This was Ninja. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.